It's 8 a.m. and I just found out Tetris blocks are called tetraminos. But anyway, I'm Luke Carson and welcome to episode 2 of the Luke Carson Show. Oh boy. Today we're talking about a very special game, and it's an anime fighting game because now 2/3 of my videos are about anime fighting games. And it's also the second game in my favorite franchise, the My Brother Bought a Shitty Anime Fighting Game franchise. Because my brother bought this shitty anime fighting game. So let's talk about it. And then just put like the good mythical morning intro or some shit out. Anyway, Jump Force is a 2019 arena fighting game where you play as your OC. So, because when you think, oh, anime fans, let's let them make their own OC, because that's a good idea and I want to be killed. Whoever thought of that should be euthanized. That is an awful idea. Anyway, you have to save the world from bad guys, and they're taking the Shonen Jump world and merging it with our own. And Light Yagami's there for some reason. He doesn't do anything, so there's no reason for him to be there. Anyway, let's talk about the combat, which is the most important part of any anime fighting game. The combat is flashy with very little substance. You have a small attack, light attack, a heavy attack, and a grab, along with a dodge and a butt and special moves like every anime fighting game, or just every fighting game in general. The problem here mainly comes from the fact that the combat feels shallow. There's like this weird lock-on when you do hits, and it feels very light and airy kinda. It does not feel good. And the combat there's barely any skill required to be able to be good at it. And this is coming from someone with 300 hours in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So, anyway, before we get on the subject of characters, let's talk about maps. There are 4 maps in the whole game and none of them are good. So, oh boy, I would imagine most fighting games have more than 4 maps. Actually, I know most fighting games have more than 4 maps in them. That My Hero Academia game from 2 years ago had more than 4 maps in them. Somehow, you're worse than that game, map-wise. Anyway, for my calculation, there are about 50 characters, which is what we gotta talk about now. Most of them are extremely popular, but it seems like they took out a lot of the popular characters just to make you pay for them, which is stupid, but that's capitalism, I guess. But let's talk about the characters that are included in the game. You got Luffy, Roronoa, Zoro. You got your boy Academia, my favorite. You got JoJo characters, Dio and Jotaro. You have everyone's favorite Dragon Ball character, Goku and Mewtwo. You can't play as Light Yagami. He is way too powerful apparently, and they are too lazy to come up with a moveset. Okay, you got Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Yugi or whatever his name is, which I don't care learning about his name because the only character that matters is Seto Kaiba, and you have to pay for him. That should be a federal crime to make someone pay to play as Seto Kaiba, the greatest character in anime history. And this isn't an opinion, this is an objective fact. And it makes it even more weirder when they add gun characters, or gun characters. This makes it even more apparent when they add awful, weird choices like Luffy's brother for some reason, and not even the dead one. So, that's stupid. Why didn't you add the dead character? That's what I'm upset about. I want to play as a dead guy. Let me play as a skeleton. Um, and there's Boa Hancock, which I don't know why they added her. It's probably because she is big. The bosses suck in this game. Bosses suck. They're literally just regular fights, and every once in a while you'll get a different character, and at the end you fight Light Yagami, but I don't care enough to play that far, so yeah. Now let's talk about the graphics. The graphics absolutely suck. Every character looks like a crappy clay model. I guess they tried to make anime characters realistic, which is a really awful idea. Like, this game looks absolutely abhorrent. And the load times on my PlayStation 4 are really bad. I cannot imagine how the hell it'll run on Switch. It feels like it can barely run on the PlayStation, and yet it shouldn't because it doesn't look good enough. They try to hide the fact that the models are awful and the animations are mediocre by the fact that they put a bunch of blinding lights everywhere during the combat just to make it look not bad. And it's not a very good job of doing it. As well, they don't have a dub, which it's not a big deal, but it's kind of lazy to not add a dub, in my opinion. But again, that's not. Plenty of games don't have dubs, so oh well. Finally, let's talk about my scoring system. So, in the top left-hand corner, there will be two things, and forgive me if they don't say exactly, because I'm literally making this up like 2 days before I have to edit this. There's a gameplay meter that says how much gameplay I've played, so about 20 hours for this one. There should be a how many hours I played it, along with the price that was paid. In this case, my brother paid it, but I'm still gonna go, this was $60 when I played it, so how much money was it? Was it on sale? What? Before getting to the other scores, which is the objective and subjective scores for the final score. So let's do that so I can go back to sleep, because I didn't get to sleep till like 5 a.m. and now it's like 8. I don't know if it's a.m. I don't give a shit. Anyway, I'm gonna have to give this an objective score of 4 and a subjective score of 2. I did not like this game. Sure, I can't say there was no point where I'm like, haha, this is kind of fun, but it wasn't. It's not even like, oh, it's bad, haha, let's keep playing this awful game. It wasn't it wasn't ironically bad. It was genuinely bad. And it was better than the My Hero Academia games. So, I guess, which I definitely rated too high. I think I gave it a 3 out of 5, which is stupid. I'll figure something else out eventually and fix that. But so subjective 2 and objective 4 for a final score of 3 out of 10. This is bad game. Don't buy it. Especially that Switch port. Do not buy it on Switch. Jesus Christ, that is a ripoff. Anyway, I've been Luke Carson, and don't overthrow the government. Or as my French teacher would say, don't commit a coup d'etat. This is a shitty outro. Okay, I'm back. I'm looking at my notes, and I put Snowden Jump, and I thought that was important to say. So let's Snowing and jump. What's Shonen Jump is stupid. They don't even have Cowboy Bebop or Full Metal Alchemist. There's no good Shonen Jump.